I grew up in Nsukka in Enugu State. My name is Amaka, and for the longest time, I didn't understand why people treated my family differently. We went to the same church, walked the same roads, and fetched water from the same stream. Yet, we never really relate with people, not because we don't want to, but because people don't want to. It was until I was 15 that I learned the word that will shadow my youth, the mark that I didn't choose, Osu. My grandmother whispered it in anger after a woman at the market refused to sell tomato to us. They think we are not human because of the gods our ancestors served, she said. We got home that day and I asked her what she meant. It was then I was told that I'm Osu, and what Osu means. It means an outcast, a rejected human. My spirit sank. I would never have a normal life just like my other friends in school. I have a best friend, Chinaza, who I share the incidents with, and she told me she knows that I'm Osu, but she thought I knew. She later encouraged me that I shouldn't let it weigh me down, that Osu has been abolished, though some people in Nsukka still believed in it. After secondary school, I decided to give love a chance, but no man has ever stopped me, nor even admired me, and I knew why. It bothered me a lot because most of my classmates were already married with 1 or 2 children. One day, on my way to the market, I noticed a man following me quietly. At first, I was scared, but then I heard him call my name. For the first time a man called my name, it sent shivers down my spine. I turned and looked at the most handsome man I've ever seen in my life. Dark, tall, and handsome. "How do you know my name?" I asked him. He smiled. "I've seen you twice, and in one occasion, I heard your mother call you that name," he said. After listening to him, I was afraid of telling him who I am, scared that he will abandon me, scared he will run from me, so I hid it from him. Judging that he said that he just came to the community 2 weeks ago for a brief stay, so he doesn't know who I am or where I am from, or who they said that I am. I know you will blame me for not telling him, but I wanted to feel loved. I wanted to experience what happiness feels like, so I thought. My life became more enjoyable with Mike by my side. Yes, that is his name, the man that gives me joy. We hung out in so many places, Eachwe, the riverside, we cooked together, we started discussing about our future together, and yet I couldn't still get myself to tell him who I am. The thought of it scared the hell out of me. One day, I decided to visit my best friend, who I haven't seen for a while now because I mostly spent my time with Mike. She seems to notice the new me, the once timid sad girl, now very cheerful and bubbling. She asked me what is going on with my life, that I'm so happy. At first, I was reluctant on telling, but then I thought, why not, since she is my best friend. So I told her I found a man after so many years. Her question was, if he knows. I was taken back by that question, but then I replied, I don't know if he knows. I seriously don't want him to know, I replied. She went further to ask for the identity of Mike, but I stylishly avoided the question. She looked at me and kept quiet for a while, and all of a sudden she said she needed to go on an errand for her mom, so she left. I refused telling my best friend who my man really is because I fear she might expose me. Little did I know that my fear would come to pass. She became jealous of me and one day followed me without my notice on my way to visit Mike. That was when she knew the man behind my happiness. 2 days after visiting Mike, he called me on the phone and sounded very angry. "We need to see and talk," he said. My heart left my body that minute. What could have happened? I hurriedly dressed and went over to his place, and that was when what I have feared happened. "Nne, is there anything you need to tell me that I don't know?" he asked. "Like what?" I asked, shivering. "Like you are Osu," he replied, looking directly into my eyes. He finally dropped the bombshell. The long-awaited moment is here. My heart failed at that moment. I started sweating on my forehead. Where do I begin? I asked myself. Where do I start? I had no choice than to open up to him and apologize. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. I should have. But I was scared of you leaving me if I tell you. Please forgive me, I said. This is not the type of secret you hide from someone you claim you love. He said, I know, I take the blame. I'm sorry, Biko, Baharazien. I pleaded. It's okay. It still didn't change my love for you, but it simply means we have a tough battle before us because my parents kicked against us being together. But I assure you that I will fight for our love till the end. I do not believe in Osu anymore, he said. I became very happy hearing him reassure me of his love. What I thought was the end wasn't actually the end of me. But how do you know I'm Osu? Because your parents aren't aware of our relationship before now, I asked him, eager to know how he eventually found out. Your friend Chinaza told my parents, you need to be very careful of her. My guess was confirmed. My enemy was not far-fetched. She was within. From that day, our love became a battlefield. Mark's mother had warned me to stay away from his son, that over her dead body will her son get married to me. In all this, Mark's love for me grew. I could see it in his eyes. Then the worst struck. Mark's mother, sensing that I refused to let go of Mike, went and reported us to Igbo and his council. The council summoned my family and Mark's family. We were given just 2 days to appear before the Igbo and his council. On the appointed day, my family and Mike's family gathered at the community hall. Without wasting time, Mike, I would like to believe that you know the consequences of what you are about doing, both physically and spiritually, the Igbo began. I do, Your Highness, Mike muttered, with his head bowed down like someone who is in a deep thought. Good. Not to waste our time here. Our town forbids you from getting married to an Osu. But if you want to be that stubborn housefly that perches over a dead body, then be ready to follow the dead body to the grave. We will not only banish you from our community, but it will extend to your generation upon generation. Your lineage will be closed in our community. Mike's mother shouted, God forbid. I became weak. Tears dropped from my eyes. Why is the world wicked to me? I didn't choose this life. At that moment, I hated why my mother gave birth to me. I shouldn't have been born at all. I was still thinking how miserable my life is when I heard the Igbo said, Mike, we will give you 3 days to think over this and tell us your decision on the 3rd day. Watch out for episode 2, where we will know if Mike will give up on Amara or will his love stand the test of time. Please subscribe, like, drop a comment and hit the notification bell to get notified immediately episode 2 drops.